Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of One Chip at a Time. And again, I'm your host Shane. We're doing the NFL Power Rankings. We're going to sneak it in a little early. I know it's only Sunday night. There's still a game going on. It's 12-7 San Fran at the moment. There's a game tomorrow night. None of those teams are making the top 10. So let's do it. Let's jump right in. I just finished filming the NHL, so if you haven't seen week 2 of the NHL Power Rankings, make sure you go check that one out too. Number 10, dropping 5 spots after dropping a convincing loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. We have Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Man, Lamar, he looked human. There's no two ways about it. He definitely kind of an off week for some of the major young quarterbacks. He definitely had an off week, and the Bengals rolled the D, which is going to make some bring up some questions for the Baltimore Ravens moving forward. They do have a bye this week, so hopefully they can fix what's wrong before they do hit the Vikings in week 9. Also in 9th spot, dropping 1. They had a bye week this week, so I couldn't really had a hard time deciding whether to drop them or not, but some teams did really good. So they only dropped 1 spot, but it is the Chargers. Nothing new, of course, with them because they were on the bye, but they are playing next week, and they're playing the Patriots, which you may have thought was a walk in the park for them a week or two ago, but they're riding a high. They're going to come in after they beat the Jets tonight, 54-13. It was a bit of a rout. Mac Jones is definitely showing up there, so we'll see if the Patriots can even make it up into this power rankings. I don't know, but number 8, sorry, also dropping a spot, and it's the other LA team. They like to stay together there, the Rams. They won, but not as convincingly as you would have liked to see. It was a matchup of QBs that were traded, of course. It was Stafford versus Goff, and honestly, it was the Lions. You expected them to roll them. There's no reason the Rams shouldn't have destroyed them, but it was unfortunately a fairly close game, so that is why they are going to get dropped. They have another easy game this week, so they better win that one, or definitely questions will be asked. Number 7, and that's after beating up Lamar and those Baltimore Ravens, we have with the Cincinnati Bengals, and they continue to rise. I think they're surprising a lot of people. Joe Burrows to Jamar Chase is becoming one of the most deadly QB receiver combos going. Like they are deadly. That's why the Bengals are all the way up in 7th. I don't think I even had them in the top 20 at the beginning of the season. They look to continue as they go against the Jets next week. So I mean, they should just keep rolling, and they've got the lead in their division, and I think they're going to run with it. Number 6, and this one they're jumping up 4 spots. They're just playing some darn good football, and that's the Tennessee Titans. They've back-to-back weeks where they're beating perennial favorites. They beat the Buffalo Bills convincingly, and then now they beat the Chiefs tonight convincingly. I mean, when Derrick Henry has more passing touchdowns than Patrick Mahomes, I mean, that tells you something. It tells you that the Chiefs are going to lose the game 100% of the time. They're up against the Colts this week, and they have a chance to go 6-2, and I like their odds of doing that. And in 5th place, we got your Green Bay Packers. And wow, after that week 1 blip, Rodgers has put himself back on the radar in the MVP hunt. He's low on it. Granted, he's low on it, but quarterback of that statue is never going to be put out of it for one bad game. The whole team's clicking. Unfortunately, they are dealing with a bit of the injury bug, but they did own the Bears last week. And then they were able to beat the Washington football team this week. So next week they have their biggest test. I think it's their biggest test, even though they lost to the Saints. I think now they'd roll the Saints, but they have the Arizona Cardinals, the 7-0 Arizona Cardinals. So that is going to be a great game. Number 4, and staying in the same place as they had a bye week. This team didn't move, even though it had a bye week, just because of how well Dak and America's team was playing coming into their bye week. And again, 4th place, that is your Dallas Cowboys. I don't think I officially said it. So Dallas Cowboys, number 4. great team. I think it's going to be scary. They're in against Minnesota, so I see them improving to 6-1. We'll see. Number 3, and fresh off a bye week and looking to avenge the loss to the Titans, we do have the number 3 Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen hopefully rested, and he's cleansed his head, and he's ready to rock as they go against the lowly Dolphins. That should be a good bounce back game for them to go 5-2. And then in second place, we got your reigning defending Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they just dominated 38-3 again. The Bears are really having some struggling weeks. I guess the ownership of the Bears passed from Rodgers to Brady. And Brady, man, he had another 4 TDs. Got his 600th, first person in NFL history to throw for 600 passing touchdowns. I mean, it's not really hard when your defense intercepts or recovers fumbles and you get the ball on their 30 or their 40 every time, but I mean, he does what he's given, and Tampa Bay is scary. I don't know who's going to stop them. Maybe number 1, and still number 1, 3 consecutive weeks we have the Arizona Cardinals, and they're not only they win 38-5, so just trounced Houston, Texas. We'll see. Next week is going to be my pick for game of the week. It is going to be against the Green Bay Packers. We'll see if they are still undefeated next week or if the Green Bay Packers make a big jump in the power rankings. Thanks again for tuning in. As always, you guys, please like and subscribe, share this thing around, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.